Depending on who's asking, I usually answer by I'm a designer, or I'm an engineer, or I'm a photographer, or I'm a videographer, you know. But essentially, what I'm doing is I'm telling him I make stuff. Like what I do is make stuff, which is literally what everybody does, right? Everybody makes something. But of late, I've been telling people I'm an artist, right? Like I make stuff, because essentially that is what I'm trying to say when I answer any word. I'm saying is I make stuff. I'm an engineer. I make whatever engineers make. Um, if I'm a photographer, I make photographs. Uh-huh. If I'm a cook, I make food. If I'm a teacher, I make brains, like, right? I make minds. I make worldviews. I make people, essentially. So so what does an artist do, right? An artist makes art. So what is art? And what makes art different from whatever other things that are made? What type of making is art, right? That is usually the essential question when someone says what is art or what do artists do. And I believe everybody is an artist. Everybody who makes anything is an artist. That is my belief. I also distinguish two different kinds of making, right? And like making is the same. Making is making. Whatever you make, you make. But the difference comes from your intention in the making. And that's where the distinction comes between art and craft. Art is what humans make. Craft is what makes humans. Let's take an analogy, a very stupid one, but let's take it since it's mainstream. Let's just assume that Steve Jobs indeed like uh, made the iPhone, right? Let's like completely forget about the designers who like um, came up with the shape and the functionalities of every component in it. Let's forget about the manufacturers who molded the materials into those shapes and ensure they functioned as prescribed. Let's forget about the supply chain guys who kind of helped move those things around, because you know nothing is ever made fully in the place it was supposedly uh, designed for. But yeah, let's just assume Steve Jobs is this maker of an iPhone, right? Then Steve Jobs is an artist. He made art, the iPhone. Um, and then whatever the iPhone did to humanity, that is craft. Well, that is, it was designed to do that, right? That is where craft lies. And I feel like yeah,